What's going on is Anton from antondaniels.com. I appreciate you guys for continuing to rock with me. I am on the site of my latest build. So a lot of people may not know, or you may be discovering me for the first time. I build houses. So this is the site of my latest build. We've already had the excavation crew and they laying the foundation. So everything is looking great. Everything is going swimmingly. And because the weather is unseasonably warm or warmer in November, we're trying to get everything done so we can get the framers out here as soon as possible and we can start building it out. So everything is going great. Permitting process. The city is working with us really well because we got great relationships. This is actually the third property that we've broken ground on. And I'm looking to break ground on the fourth. So if you guys are not a part of the Patreon, make sure y'all tap into the Patreon. My last live stream, I did Block Club, where I basically broke down how I acquire properties, why I don't take out any financing. I am not interested in taking out loans at high interest rates, especially the interest rates that the Biden administration, which included Kamala Harris, is advocating for us to take out. But yeah, man, so everything is going well and everything is going swimmingly. But in addition to that, we had a great night last night. So I would encourage you guys to get your tickets to come and kick it with me in person. December 14th in Detroit. It's going to be awesome. And again, make sure you tap into the Patreon. Teach Hanley, 40% off your first order, 20% off for life. I am on my way into the office, into the studio, so we can do our Millionaire Morning Show live stream. All right. Last night was a historic night. It was absolutely beautiful. We had a red wave. That red wave absolutely destroyed everything. I told you, I predicted it. I said that it was going to be a landslide. And every battleground state, it was going to be over. She won. She lost Michigan. She lost Pennsylvania. She lost Arizona. She lost Nevada. She lost Georgia. She lost Wisconsin. She lost every battleground state. And people made a statement. And let me tell you what that means. Let me tell you what this communicated to the people is that A, it's a silent majority out there. It is a group of people that is not necessarily as visible and as vocal, but you learned it in 2016 and you learned it again today. That there is a group of people that is not messing around and they are not willing to continue to have this conversation with y'all. They just gonna get out and they're gonna show up. Number two, this is a victory for men. We not interested in selecting a woman leader for us to ultimately take on Russia, take on Netanyahu, take on Iran, take on China. We're not interested in that. We already suffered enough with all of the dementia and all of the decisions that they was making with regard to this administration in there right now. We're not interested in continuing to do that. We don't want a new way forward. We want to go back to the thing that was helping us to get to the money. We want to go back to the thing that helped people get homes. We never had a housing crisis when it came to the amount of homes that's available. We had an affordability crisis. And so in order to make the city great again, in order to make the nation great again, in order to make America great again, we had to adjust and get back to the thing that was best for us. Now, here's the real key about it is that I believe that this was actually a blessing as far as Kamala Harris and Biden getting in 2020 and still in that election. And let me tell you why. Because it made us appreciate what we had and where we came from. And so now people they had some time to suffer and you had some time to go back to the thing that made you great again. And I also believe that this was a test. This was a test, I think, for the soul of this country and ultimately to determine whether or not this was really the end of times, in my opinion. Because if you are willing to embrace and stand on it, for all of y'all that actually voted for women to be able to eliminate babies, but you called yourselves Christians or you called yourself spiritual, I need you to bring yourself back to the front of the congregation and rethink things. It also showed that we not ready for this whole identity politics to continue to take over. We are a republic. We are governed by the Constitution, and we are not interested in mob rules, and we don't care about what happens in Rome. And so y'all got to be careful about what y'all ask for, because you almost made yourselves look real stupid. And I'm glad a lot of y'all shut up, and y'all, even though some of y'all voted for Kamala Harris, because you really would have looked dumb. These pastors, bring yourself to the front of the congregation. You are the worst of the worst, especially these black pastors in the black church. I think that the community, which I'm not interested in kicking with them anyway. I think that the community needs to walk away from the black church. Not all of them, but most of them, because they have sold y'all out in order to try to align themselves with the Democratic Party. Another thing, and I'm gonna just hit multiple different points because again, we gotta get to the office and we gotta get there. Nobody gives a damn about what a celebrity thinks. Nobody cares. We not interested in celebrities outside of what they do to entertain us. What we remembered was that celebrities were nothing more than court gestures, meaning that they were the ones that made us laugh. They are not the ones to give us advice on how we're supposed to manage our affairs. We pay y'all to dribble. We pay y'all to sing, dance. We pay y'all to tell jokes. We're not interested in leaning into this. And another thing, content creators got way more power than the majority of these celebrities that's endorsing whoever it is that they're endorsing. People want masculinity back. People want to get back to the thing that made them money. They tired of being broke. They tired of these immigrants coming into this country. And another thing, what the hell is up with Illinois and Chicago? Huh? When y'all gonna get on board? Y'all about to be broke. Y'all got Brandon Johnson running that city into the ground, and J.B. Pritzker. California, New York, Illinois, Chicago, Oakland, Colorado, all of the places that got overran by migrants and is suffering is the one still staying blue. Dumb, ignorant, stupid, just straight up dumb. And so I'm glad now that we can finally sit here, and don't worry, I'm gonna be drinking y'all tears, all of these women that's on the internet. Oh my God, I can't believe it, I'm about to cry. As we drag y'all back into prosperity, as we drag you back into the thing that's best for you, go ahead and cry. Cry yourself back into prosperity as men continue to take care of business and put you in a position to be awesome. It's so funny. They sitting here crying about the ability to not be able to eliminate their children. Where they do that at? You know what I'm saying? So stupid. So yeah, man, this election basically proved that people are tired of the nonsense. We had some time to basically hoe it out. That's what we did. We experienced a whole phase. America had a whole phase from 2020 through 2024. America had a whole phase. Basically, they went to college, slutted it out, and now they had to figure out how to get back to the core so that they can get married because they realized that it wasn't nothing out there but the devil. Wasn't nothing out there but the devil. He don't love you. He had you, and then he sent you back home. Come on back home. Make America great again. Get your MAGA hats, and let's play this thing out. All right? So make sure y'all tap into the Patreon. Link is in the description. Also, Teach Hanley, 40% off your first order, 20% off of life. Shout out to everybody that did their part to make sure that we got this election right again. And we never going that way. We gonna lead them where they lay. And for anybody that don't want to get on board, shame on you. I love you. I appreciate you. I'm going to continue to give y'all updates, especially on the Patreon, on what's going on my latest property. And we going to get up out of here. Peace.